talk Week 16 as well as 2020 fantasy football. So whether you have questions about this week, I'll be live for a little bit answering your questions, doing a little Q&A, but also I want to talk about 2020. So throw some Dynasty content my way, some 2020 content, some rankings. Maybe we do a mock draft or something. Dylan, what's going on? Let's do it. Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show. What is up, everybody? Talking 2020 fantasy football and Week 16. What is going on? Dylan, Nicholas, J-Man, Double A, Mark, Mitch, Dylan, Clock, Management, what's up? Ready for the 96 team draft? I bet you are, Clock. Get ready, it's going to be fantastic. So, hit me with the Week 16 questions and hit me with the Dynasty stuff I want to talk about. I just released a Camara video. What do you guys think of that? What's up, Rapture? I'm going to be releasing more Dynasty content as we head into, really, January 1 and kick that stuff off. So, get ready. What's up, Rod? Third place game for money. Who's your flex from the last name starting with H? What? Who's your flex with your last... Henry? Hunter Henry? I don't know. What's up, Siklan? Glad you're back, my friend. I've been live a couple times. I haven't seen you on that often, so glad you're back. Keep coming around, Siklan. Dylan says, choose 3. Chubb, Fournette, Boone, Hunt, Singletary, DeAndre Washington. Lock in Fournette. Lock in Hunt, and I think Singletary is probably safest, but I think Boone, if he's starting, I would throw him in if news breaks that Madison's like out, but it looks like Madison could be a go now. That's been back and forth, though. Take that with a grain of salt. Cook was out, then he was maybe in, now he's out. Same thing could be going on with Madison, so wait on that. What's up, Jeremy? Jeremy with the super.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
Thank you, Jeremy. Perriman or Mostert? Go Perriman. You're the underdog, then I definitely go Perriman. I mean, Mostert, I don't want to say don't go Mostert. I can't say don't go Mostert, because Mostert's capable of like 2 TDs and 100 yards or 20 yards, and then they give all the work to a different running back not named Mostert. That's the way San Fran does it. But because they do it that way, and because Perriman's guaranteed a certain amount of action, I'm rolling with Perriman, man. I think Perriman's a great start. He's been on fire. 3 TDs last week. And 3 really good games in a row with a pretty much default set of production lined up for him. I don't know how you don't go Perriman. Anything can happen, and I'm not saying no to Mostert. I'm just saying yes to Perriman. So if you can use both, maybe. But definitely think Perriman over the 2. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron says, wipe your feet. Cook and Thielen broke me last week. Needed 10 more points. Sorry to hear that, Jake. That sucks, man. Hello, fantasy friend, says Ball. Ball is life. Glad to have you here, my friend. Madison is a high ankle. He ain't playing. Madison's not playing this morning. Yeah, but then there was another news that broke after that, Clock, that talked about him maybe playing. But as I mentioned at the beginning of the show here, don't count on anything, because Cook was out, then he was in, then he was out. Madison was out. Now he's potentially in, but probably out. Week 16 sucks. Week 16 is becoming the new Week 17. At some point, will fantasy football shift and end in Week 15? Maybe. Would not surprise me. Cheers to everyone who finished in the finals. Cheers to you, Balls Life. Monty or Boston Scott? That's a tough one. Let's pull up some Boston Scott action here and see what news is brewing for good old Boston. Start him because of his name. All right, let's see what they're saying about Boston Scott, who, might I remind you, had a surprising decent game, 7 catches for 39 yards and 26 rushing. Week before, week 14 is where he kind of did some damage. Only 10 rushes, but he had 59 yards and a TD, and then he had 6 catches for 69 yards. The fact that he's had 6 catches for 69 yards followed up by 7 catches for 39 means he's a very active receiving counterpart to Sanders, who I think is going to have a freaking great game. So, Monty or Boston Scott. I'm going to roll with Boston Scott as the safer play, but is Monty capable? Sure, but I don't trust Chicago. I don't trust anything they're doing, saying. And so Boston Scott, man, probably safer. It's weird to say, but it's the truth. Can't believe the guy I'm playing and Chip didn't pick him up. Who did he pick up? I'm trying to catch up on your comment. Doyle or Howard? I'm going to go with probably... What did Howard do last week? He's been playing better. Howard, Jordan Howard. I'm sorry, O.J. Howard. What did he do last week? 4 for 46. So I know he had 60 yards and like 70 yards back-to-back weeks. Coming in with more targets, he has to absorb some of the targets. 7 targets last week was higher than the 2 previous weeks, so he went from 6, 5 to 7. Those are good targets for O.J. Howard, very capable. But Doyle I didn't do well last week, but let's pull up good old Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle had 21 yards last week and 27 the week before. And yeah, he had 73 and a TD the week before that, but then it was only 28 yards. Then, I don't even know if he played in week 11. He had 0. O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard has a little more upside. I go O.J. Howard, but that comes with some risk. Double A with a question. Sorry, there's a lot of questions here that I'm missing, guys. It's not that I'm trying. I'm trying to pull some of them on screen. MT, and drag your question on here. And Boone. Cook and Woods have killed you last week, Heath. Sorry, man. We can do a first-round mock in a second, Silver. You have any questions, please let me know, says James. James is trying to train to become a mod. Let's see here. My concern is Perryman did well with Godwin on the field, and Jonathan Joseph will shadow him the whole game. Your thoughts? I don't... Are you talking about... I think O.J. Howard and Perriman are both good starts. I think there's going to be targets to go around. So, and if Winston keeps playing badly, they throw the ball a ton. They're playing from behind. They're throwing a ton in the third and fourth quarter. I don't know that Winston's going to do anything different than normal, which is throw 2 or 3 interceptions. Super chat from Zachary. Zachary.
Thank you for the super chat.
PPR. Need 1 wide receiver, 2 flex. Mostert, Mike Williams, Galladay, A.J. Brown, Perriman. Okay, lock A.J. Brown and Perriman in. And I'm going to throw Galladay in there as well. I'm going to start all 3 of those wide receivers if you can do that, and it looks like you can. That's me. Mostert's arguable. Williams is arguable. But I start those guns, man. And thank you for the super, Zachary. Double A says, I have Carson, Aaron Jones, and Miles Sanders currently starting with Drake and DeAndre on the bench. DeAndre Washington, I assume you mean. Drake over one of those guys? I don't think so, but man, I don't like Drake on your bench. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, but you can't really bench Sanders. You can maybe bench Sanders for Drake. They're kind of, I think, equal. They're both capable of like elite running back one numbers and both capable of flopping. But I do believe that you might have the right guys in there in Double A. MT, Smitty, is there any way to change the long-time keeper redraft league into an auction while maintaining 3 keepers? Any way to change a long-time keeper redraft into an auction while maintaining 3 keepers? What's the thing you're worried about on that? Because if you're doing an auction versus a regular draft, there's no real. I mean, you keep 3 players. You just able to keep 3 players. I don't think it matters like where you drafted them any longer, unless you could come up with some complex thing on that where you lose a certain dollar amount. But I think it's probably better to just everybody keeps 3 guys, and then you go into the auction draft with all your dollars. Make it simple. My advice, MT, is make it as simple as possible. This whole complex, like you lose this many dollars, lose this many years, the more the commissioner wants to just bail on something like that. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. PL, I missed your super chat, my bad. Looking for it, PL. There it is. PL.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
Carson. Change your mind this year, stud? He's been worrying some people, PL, and I think Penny going down was a saving grace for him. I mean, let's be honest, PL, you were worried about him 2 weeks ago, and I will admit I was wrong on Carson this year. Bottom line, like the stats don't lie. Carson has been a beast, but if you're a Carson owner and to say you weren't worried there for a stretch, that's why I was worried about him and why I stayed away from him. But dude, I mean, push comes to shove, I was wrong about Carson this year. But, you know, I don't know that I would say that like hasn't been with some worry, but he is a beast. He's a fumbling machine. And Penny was taking a lot of work from him. So I don't know that I would say that he wasn't at some point a little bit in trouble. There were people questioning, and PL, I know more than anybody because I get asked these questions all day. There were people asking me should I bench Carson for this person? Should I play Penny over Carson? And that may seem really silly to you right now, PL, in hindsight, because hindsight is freaking 100% vision. But people would ask me, should I start Penny or Carson? And they'd ask me it every week for 2 or 3 weeks straight, and I get dozens of those questions. Not one person, not 2 people. So, but bottom line, man, I freaking think that that Carson goes into 2020 as a potential top 15 overall player. You might argue top 8, and I wouldn't blame you. So that's a great question. PL says, where does he get drafted next year? We can do a mock draft and see where you guys think he will come in. So let's do that in just a minute. I wonder if I could get the board up and everything. I don't know. I might just do it on the screen here. But I do have my marker board I need to start using and utilizing more often, and we can do the marker board at another time. But let's do a mock draft here in a second. Make sure all of you wipe your feet at the door and like the video. Thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate it. Nicholas is a smart man. Pick 3, James Conner, Mostert, Derrick Henry, or Boone. Lock Henry in. This is pick 2, not 3. Lock Henry in, bro. Come on, Jorge. So pick 2 out of Conner, Mostert, and Boone. I'm going to say Boone if he's a start and a go, and it sounds like he will. And probably Mostert at this point. Conner, let's look up Conner. Conner worries me. Mr. James Conner. 42 yards and caught 4 of 5 targets for 9 yards and a touchdown. Not a bad outing he had in week 15, though. But only 8 carries. You got to expect that to increase going into this week, but He's playing the Jets. Let's check out Mostert. Raheem Mostert had 54 yards and a touchdown last week. Week before that, 69 yards and a touchdown. Week before that, 146 and a touchdown. Week before that, 45 and a touchdown. He has 4 straight games with a TD. And he's playing the Rams in Week 16. 14 carries. That's pretty good. Connor could push 12 to 15 carries, I would imagine, as they give him an uptick in carries. But does he go out with the shoulder midway through the game? I'm going to go with Mostert because I feel like you're a little more secured and locked in. Mostert. Give me Mostert. I'd sell Carson in Dynasty to a contending team, says Bull's Life. I don't blame you. Jake says, I think Penny takes the job next year. His growth from his rookie year to the end of this year was huge. See, PL, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not alone in doubting Carson. And it's not that Carson hasn't been amazing. It's just there's reasons to doubt him every year. And he didn't do himself any favors by continuing to fumble this year. And Penny looked amazing. So where do you rank a guy like Carson? I venture to say that if we did a mock draft, if we do a double confirmation mock draft, I would get enough of you. 3 out of 10 is all we, 2 out of 10 is all we need, 2 in a row to double confirm somebody, lock them into place to get him into a higher ranked spot. But I don't know that that will tell the whole story because I think we're going to have 6, 7 people out of 10 that are going to have a little bit of concern about ranking him too high. So I think, PL, you're going to be one of the people that lock him in high, and we'll see who follows your lead and locks him in higher. I think Carson will probably rank higher than he should in our mock draft. That's going to be my prediction. I know that still sounds like I'm doubting Carson unfairly, but I just feel like it's warranted to worry about him a little bit. Carson has been a beast when I needed him the most. That's true, Aaron Muhammad. That's freaking true. Michael says, no way Carson's superior to Penny. I'm not saying that Penny will take his job. I was reading the comment. That is, I forget who said that comment, actually. But I'm merely saying that there are people that are doubting him, and they have reason to. But I think Carson doesn't feel like a guy that's going to be elite for 3 or 4 more years, I'll tell you that. But I think, could he be a top 10 running back next year? Absolutely, he could be. But he is Ball's Life says peak value. I agree. I would try and sell him if I could, sell him high. But I wouldn't sell him low. So, PL, that should give you some assurance that I do like Carson. I feel like he's good enough, bro. I don't know that I want him as my first drafted player, though. Steven, should I start wide receiver Justin Watson from the Tampa Bay Bucks over Conley? No. Start Conley. I like Conley a lot this week. He's a sneaky wide receiver 3. What snacks does Seclan have? Seclan, please state off your snacks if you are eating anything. If not, what would you be eating if you were? We still want to know. Denver D over the Vikes. Let's see. Denver, probably Denver. Denver has a higher chance of getting some turnovers from that Lions offense, I think, struggling. And then they're changing running backs again back to Kenyon Drake, potentially. Change can lead to turnovers. I don't know. He was great for what you paid. Absolutely. Carson impressed you this year for sure. I think there's a ton of risk, says Jake. All right, let's do some mock drafting. This isn't going to be a super long show. Depends how crazy things get. And if the super chats keep me on, as usual, I will continue, obviously. But Rico says, wipe your feet. Hit that thumbs up. Why do I only have 21 thumbs up already? Or only? Why? 21 thumbs up. This is how you treat me, Seclan. I went to Orange Farm and picked up 30 pounds of oranges for $6. And I got orange marmalade, popcorn, and caramel popcorn. So that's what I'm eating. Thanks to Clan for the update. Perriman or Miller? Go Perriman, man. I feel like Miller's not horrible. I think Perriman's a great play this week. Okay, let's mock draft. Mock 2020 mock draft. Thank you for the thumbs up, people. Thank you very much. Punch it. All right, where is my I closed a window. 1 second. There it is. Okay. 1.01 double confirmation mock draft. If you don't know how this goes, 2 people in a row have to say. Actually, let's make it 3. Let's complicate. Let's triple confirmation mock draft this. What's up, Ernie? Thank you. So go CMC. CMC. We have a little bit of a delay, so you're gonna have to work with that. I'm gonna make CMC with my pick, the 3rd. So McCaffrey. Cook is the vote for number 2 so far. Aaron Muhammad says, thank you for the super chat, Aaron Muhammad. Pick 2, PPR.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
Boone, Sanders, Eckler. Sanders, Eckler, easy. I mean, Boone is a thought, but I don't start Boone over Sanders or Eckler, especially since we don't know what's going on. Bell is a bounce back year. Next year says MT. I kind of don't know. It depend if he left New York, I would be more inclined to agree with you. But thanks for all your help, Smitty. Says Steven, no problem. Okay, CMC, Cook, Marlon Mack, Saquon, Cook, Mike Thomas, Zeke, Cook, Elliott. We don't have anything close to a 3 in a row yet. CMC's already locked in. Cloud. I'm going to go Barkley. Anybody want to second that? I'm going to put Barkley. Barkley. Silver says Cook. Bell should get traded, says Jake. If he does, then I'd be more inclined. Cook. Zeke. Cook. Barkley. I'm going to double down on Barkley. Anybody going to triple down? Lamar Jackson. Barkley. Watson says bot. Barkley. I'm going to say Barkley. Michael Thomas gets no love. Is that a vote for Thomas? Yeah, I like Saquon. That's 3 in a row. Because PL, you didn't say Thomas. You said no one likes Thomas. Barkley. Who's number 1.03? I like Zeke. Barkley's already locked in. I'll go Zeke. Jordan and I have Zeke. Mike Thomas is a safe number 3. MT steps in and blocks the Zeke. Rapture says B for Barkley. He's already locked in at 2. I'm going to go Zeke. Has 2 Zekes in a row. Cook, Zeke. I need 3 in a row. Cook. No, that's 2 bots. Bots trying to trick me. Cook. Okay, don't go too many in a row, bot, or you're gonna ruin the whole point of this, which is to get majority thinking on it. You know what I mean? Rico and PL both go with Mike Thomas. And Mike Thomas, boom, PL. Oh no, PL was the second. Zeke. Yeah, make sure you're not. I'm not saying spammy because you're not really spamming because PL you can't spam. but make sure you're not putting it too many in a row. Like trying to let's make this. I want you to vote. You can vote on every one, but Cook, Thomas, Cook. We might have to go down to 2. Zeke. I'm gonna go Zeke. Zeke got it. Okay, who's next? Everyone's spamming, says bot. Says the bot. Okay, so Zeke is in. Mike Thomas. Oh, MT. Mike Thomas with the super. We're putting MT's gonna will Mike Thomas into 1.04. And you know what? I'm gonna do it because it's my show. And because I feel like everybody was trying to get Thomas. Thomas is really close to getting that 1.03. So I'm putting Thomas in at 4 and MT.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
Cook. I'll go Cook too. That's 3 Cooks in a row. All right, who's 1.06? This is where it gets interesting. 1.06. This is where it gets interesting. You've got Kamara. You've got Chubb. You have Hopkins. You have, a lot of people might think, Derrick Henry. Thomas is already locked in. Cook's already locked in. We got a little delay, so I know you guys are catching up here on that. Who's number 1.06? And let's go down to double confirmation because it's going to get crazier as we go. Double confirmation needed. Hopkins, Kamara, Chubb, Hopkins, Kamara. If those of you that are new and have never experienced this, Chubb, the double confirmation I created, Chubb, 2 Chubbs in a row. I coined this because I wanted a way to create a ADP-like ranking without having one person screw it all up by, throwing out a Kelsey at 1.04 and then we having to go with that. So I created a double confirmation, which kind of weeds out the bonehead pick. Lamar Jackson, Kamara, who's next? Lamar Jackson, Kamara, Lamar. Thomas is already locked in. Kevin, check out the board. Thomas is already there at 1.04. Mostert, Mixon, or Boone. You got to go Mixon, bro. Come on. Kamara. Chubb's already locked in. So Kamara's the most recent vote. Kamara. That's 2 Kamaras. That's a little higher than I expected. I feel like people are kind of soured on Kamara right now, but not crazy. Hopkins, 2 Hopkins in a row after that. So Hopkins is next. I imagine Lamar is getting closer. That's 2 Lamars. So 1.09 is Lamar. 1.10 is who? Pretty good looking mock so far. Lamar Jackson's there already. Kamara overrated, says 2K. Lamar the beast Jackson's already locked in. Mark Ingram. Surprising how high Mark Ingram's going. A lot of people doubted him as like even a 3rd rounder. But I understand why. He's playing great. He's in a great situation. Who's next? Devontae Adams, I like that PL. I think Adams is going to be a steal next year. Hill, I'm okay with that too, bot. It's going to be weird. The wide receivers heading into 2020 are going to be so deep. Who is next? Who is next? Lamar is already on the board. AB, Tyreek Hill, Adams, Evans, or Hill. You got to pick one, ball. You can't throw two out. You could have locked in Hill if you had just said Hill. Adams, Tyreek Hill, Adams. Adams it is. 1.11 is who? 1.12 is next. Okay, let me drag this to the top here. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. Mock draft. Hill next. Who do we got? I got to catch up. Godwin, Mahomes, Tyreek. Did I miss two in a row? Hill, then Adams. Mahomes, Hill, Kittle. I think that's two Hills in a row. So Hill will be... Okay, so Hill's there. It's a good looking mock. Feels very ADP realistic to what I believe we would see. That's what this exercise is all about. Creating the best mock draft ADP feel we can. Mix it up there for 2K. I wouldn't. I'm okay with Mixon being up there, I guess, but I'd rather have him at like 14, 15, something like that. Henry, Mahomes, Pat's D. You guys would have put Pat's D in there a month ago. I was not feeling as high as everybody was on ranking them for 2020. They, at the moment, were freaking through the roof. Scoring as like a top 6 overall player, but they cooled off. We kind of thought that might happen. Hill's already locked in. Fournette, Mahomes, Henry, Ingram, says Rapture. Rapture's not letting go of his Ingram love or his Fournette belief, and I don't blame you. Eckler, don't laugh at Eckler. If he's by himself in 2020, he could easily be worth that. Aaron Mohammed says Henry. AB says Kelsey. Jacob says Cloud. Mixon. Jake says Mahomes. We're not getting two in a row. Who is MT? Mike Thomas, bro. Mahomes, Kittle. I'll put Thomas up there so no one gets confused. But that's Mike Thomas's. I mean, Travis Kelsey, Henry. Two Henrys in a row. Which is fitting. I think that's about where people are going to rank him. So there you go. There's your first round. Pretty good looking first round, I must say. Aaron Jones is a good one to throw out. Kittle over Kelsey, so 2K must be voting for Kittle there. Henry's locked in. Aaron Jones. Oh, you're laughing. Some people say I pronounce Eckler different, but whatever. Eckler. Henry, a freak, says MT. Kittle. Julio. Mostert or Boone Standard? I'd probably go Mostert, man. Kelsey says MT. Henry was one of those guys I wouldn't touch this year. Egg on my face, says Jake. I'm going to stay away from Henry any higher than this. I'd be okay with him as a bookend, second drafted or first drafted player of a bookend crew. But I don't know that I'm going to draft him in the top 5, 6. No way, man. I worry about him getting here. Aaron Jones. PL says, remember when DeMarco blocked Henry? I remember. What do you mean? Tampa Bay receiver next says ball is life. I could go on board there. Julio. I worry about Julio dropping off, but I wouldn't blame you for taking Julio here. Who are we going with, guys? Who are we going with? 2.01. 2.02. Let me just fill this out. 2.03. 2.04. 2.05. We're going to go 2 rounds. 2.06. What are we doing? Fournette. Mahomes. Julio. Jake says it's getting hard. Kittle is too unstoppable. Julio. Fournette. I'm not getting 2 in a row. Fournette. There we go. Not that I agree with this, but I don't necessarily hate it. But I'm not a Fournette believer for the future. Julio. Godwin. Julio. Fournette's already locked in. So the last vote was Julio. Fournette's already locked in, Jake. Aaron Jones, I like that. Silver Rapture, not a bad spot. I like him later if possible, but is Zeke the number 1 overall pick next season because of his durability? Not according to this, Fletcher. Look, bro, this is double confirmation mock drafting we're doing right in front of your face. So the answer is 3rd, according to everybody. I'm not yelling at you necessarily, but just Mahomes, Julio, Jones, Julio, Ingram, Aaron Jones, Kelsey. Saquon is not better than Zeke. Laughing. How can you laugh, Fletcher? How can you laugh at that? Saquon is not better than. I mean, I totally am okay, Fletcher, with you liking Zeke number 1. Like, if you said Zeke's gonna my number 1 next year, I'm like, dude, Fletcher, bro fist me on that. I like the boldness. I like the conviction. I'm fine with it, Fletcher. But to actually put a LMAOOOOO over Barkley over Zeke, how can you say that? How can you laugh at that? How could that be a laughing your ass off moment for you? Like, Fletcher, again, bro fist if you like Zeke 1. I'm all on board. You and I, we're bold together on our own. You're bold your way, I'm bold my way. I like it, man. Open arms. But how can you laugh at Barkley over Zeke? How? How can you laugh at that? Fletcher? Come on. All right, do we have 2 in a row here? This is taking forever. Aaron Jones. Silver's throwing 2 names out now. Silver, you can't double dip. You can't double stamp a triple stamp, Silver. No Quincy's. Can't triple stamp a double stamp. Silver's trying to triple stamp a double stamp, everyone. You can't Jacobs then Jones it. And Fletcher, bro fist. Okay, I'm going to step in here. And I'm going to say the last one. Kamara, something going on. He's not the same back anymore, says Jake. Jake, I don't think he could lose. He hasn't had the volume, I think, to drop off from a physical standpoint. He's just had a bad year. He's just been hurt. Jones. Let's go Aaron Jones. I'm doubling down on Aaron Jones here because I want to get this going here. A. Jones. So I'm going to be the second vote on that one. Mixon. So you're saying there's a chance? I am saying there's a chance, Mikey. You can't double stamp a triple stamp. Or triple stamp a double stamp. Miss Smitty's probably going, what the hell are you saying back there? No. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. No, Rapture. Rapture, you can't triple stamp a double stamp. Computer, can you triple stamp a double stamp?
Here's something I found on the web. According to C.edu, double or triple perforation, a situation produced when a sheet is accidentally perforated more than once in the allotted space.
Computer, give me a Dumb and Dumber quote.
Here is a Dumb and Dumber quote. That's a lovely accent you have. New Jersey?
Computer, give me another Dumb and Dumber quote.
Here is a Dumb and Dumber quote. Harry, you're alive. And a horrible shot.
Computer, big gulps. All right. See you later.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Computer, give me a Dumb and Dumber quote.
Here is a Dumb and Dumber quote. Skis, huh?
Where are we at? Computer, thank you.
Anytime. Have a good night.
Oh, we're not done yet. Okay, where are we at? Where are we at? Girly, no, Nick. No girly. Fletcher says, I want nothing to do with Kamara ever. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Fletcher says, if Jamal wasn't in Green Bay, Jones would be a top 3 running back. I don't think Jamal is that big of an impact to him. Aaron Jones needs to stay healthy, number one. And if he does, and they limit him and they give someone like Jamal, who's not going to take his job, but get enough carries to keep Aaron Jones healthy, I actually prefer Jamal in Green Bay. I don't want a better running back behind Aaron Jones, to be honest with you. Mixon. ETN, Chuck, I like where you're going with this. The boldness. ETN. Evans. 2 Evans. There we go. I'm going to start stepping in on some of these. Evans. Joe Mixon. We got 2 Mixons in a row because we already have Evans already locked in. So Mixon would be next. Where's Mahomes? Where's Mahomes? ETN. I'll do it. I'll double down on the ETN. Let's do it. ETN. I like it. Carson says PL. Where's Carson? Everyone loves Carson. Where's Carson at? McLaurin, Nick. Come on, Nick. I like McLaurin a lot, though. But he ain't no second rounder, Nick. Come on, Nicholas. Computer, tell me about ETN.
An exchange-traded note is a senior, unsecured, unsubordinated debt security issued by an underwriting bank.
Oh, computer, stop. What do we got, guys? Jacobs. It looks like we might have 2 Jacobs in a row. Mahomes, do we have 2 Carsons in a row? No, we didn't. So we're going to go Jacobs. We're going to go 2.07 Mahomes. 2.08. 2.09. 2.10. 2.11, and then the last pick of this mock draft, 2.12. Let's put these up. Mahomes, Chris Carson, Why aren't you guys voting Chris Carson? MT? Or no, PL, sorry. PL. Carson's not getting the votes, bro. Jacobs is already locked in at 2.06. Kittle is a good one to throw out here. We had 3 Mahomes. Been trying to get him for a while. Mahomes is up. I got him at 2.07. Silver Rapture, you're triple stamping a double stamp again. You've already said Kittle. You can't throw GallDay out while your Kittle's waiting. Just kidding. You actually can because somebody said... somebody said Jacobs. Jacobs is already taken. So basically, you said Kittle and GallDay twice in a row. Carson over Jacobs. Godwin. PL says haters. Jake says penny. Godwin says MT. Why isn't Godwin going? What happened to this? Godwin's a top 5 overall player, everybody kept saying during the year. No one's voting Godwin. GallDay gets Stafford back. Blau blows. Carson is my son, says PL. Godwin. Kittle. There's 2 Kittles. And then Godwin. We'll put Godwin next because he's been getting some votes. So Kittle and Godwin. Is Carson going to go next? Because everyone's mad at me about my Carson rankings, but Carson's not getting voted. Where's Carson? Double stamp your triple stamp. Computer, tell me a Dumb and Dumber joke.
Sorry, I don't know any jokes about that.
Computer, tell me a Dumb and Dumber quote.
Here is a Dumb and Dumber quote. There's really nothing to worry about, Mary. Statistically, they say you're more likely to get killed on the way to the airport. You know, like on a head-on crash or flying off a cliff or getting trapped under a gas truck. That's the worst. I have this cousin. Well, you know,
Carson.
I had this cousin.
Carson got enough votes there. No love for Ertz. Well, I mean, Ertz has been hit and miss this year and wasn't the second rounder before this year, so I have no shock on my face that Ertz isn't in the second round, bro. But I don't blame you. Mocking. I liked Eckler. Eckler. Mechanics trying to double down. Mechanics saying Eckler. No one else wants to say Eckler. Marky Mark says Silver Rapture. Kelsey. Jake likes the computer. Ball is life says Kelsey. Who are we missing here? This is gonna blow if we have somebody that like is totally missing. Mechanic says Eckler. He's not giving up. You guys better not be ruining this mock and be totally missing somebody. We got Hopkins, we've got Camaro, we've got Jones. So Julio's still available. I don't think we've missed anybody. Julio, Watson, Kelsey, Amari Cooper, Lockett, Galladay, Melvin Gordon, Eckler. You know, some people might say Chark here, actually. I don't think we're missing anybody big. So I think we're doing good. This is a good-looking mock. Cooper, Kelsey, Melvin Gordon. Am I missing 2 in a row here? Nick is going to start getting ignored. Singletary, Bell. Julio's, I don't know if Julio's missing, but Julio is probably close to next. A lot of people might like Sanders, like this, you know, come August, he might be right here. Allen Robinson's this would be high for A-Rob. I know he's been playing good, but I don't know, bro. Nick says Lamb. Galladay. Bell shouldn't be available. I disagree with that. I like Lamb. All right, who are we going with? Eckler, Julio, ETN is a running back PL. Kelsey, okay, Kelsey. All right, who's the last pick in the second round? We'll put Julio. Julio fell far. Not a bad looking mock draft. Kittle's already in there. McCaffrey, Barkley, Elliott, Mike Thomas, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Alvin Kamara, DeAndre Hopkins, Lamar Jackson, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, and Derrick Henry round out your entire first round. Performed double confirmation style by you guys, the Fantasy Football Show Mafia. You guys did this mock draft and compiled this through double confirmation mock drafting, which we've coined here on, well, sleeperu.com and the Fantasy Football Show. Second round, Fournette, Aaron Jones, Mike Evans, Mixon, ETN, the running back, slipping into the 2.05 spot. Jacobs, Mahomes, Kittle, Godwin, Carson, Kelsey, and Julio rounding out the second round. Eckler missing the cut. Amari missing the cut. Cooper Kupp, yes, he missed the cut. Not a bad looking first and second round. I think very, very true to form when comparing to what I think we will see ADP-wise in January and February and March. I think this will be really, really close. I like what we've done here. Good work, people. Good work. Any final super chat questions that I can answer before we wind down this show? That was a quick hour. You guys made that go by quick. Mikey says, I'd put Hill over Adams. Well, that's arguable, bro. DJ Moore is a little early, Silver Rapture, with your triple stamping, your double stamps. But I do like DJ Moore, but I don't know about second round, bro. But hey, go bold with your bad self, my man. If you feel it, you're going to have yourself a smile on your face come draft day because he ain't going in the second round. And if you believe he's that good, you're going to get him at steal value in your mind, my friend. Nick's kind of mad. Nick, who did you want to put in? Did you really want to put Lamb in there? I'm going to call it on this one, Rapture. It would be fun to do a third round, but I think it's going to take forever, and we're already at like an hour. Yeah, DJ Moore could be in a the thing about Lamb, so you're talking about CeeDee Lamb, the wide receiver from Oklahoma. Rookie wide receivers, it's pretty tough to get second round value, bro. And sometimes I preach, hey, let's mock draft or rank based on what I feel will happen, not necessarily what you will see. More so my rankings. Mock drafting tends to follow the flow of what you want to get it as accurate as possible, whereas rankings can have, like, you could rank Lamb really high if you want, but I don't think you want to mock them in a place that you aren't going to recognize them come real draft day. Like, why would you want to, you know what I mean, Nick? Why would you want to put Lamb that high? ETN, you could argue maybe that's a little high, but ETN could easily earn that and could easily climb into second round value. Easy. I see no reason why ETN couldn't climb into second round value. Lamb, I don't think is going to climb into second round value, bro. He's a rookie wide receiver. potentially a rookie wide receiver heading into 2020. And yes, he's a beast. Yes, he could be really good, but no one's going to draft him in the second round as a rookie. So I don't want to put him in a mock draft, or a mock draft becomes useless, Nick. That's why it's double confirmation, so that you couldn't slip Lamb in there, Nick. But I like where you're thinking, and you're trying to project who the next stud's going to be, Nick. That you need to pat yourself on the back, young man. Go to town. Great job. Juju ain't going to be found in the second round in 2020, even by someone that still likes him. But he's got a lot that needs to happen. A lot needs to go down for Juju to regain even close to that kind of value, man. I'm not going near him at that value. But will I like him at some point? Yeah, I will. Mark with a super chat. Mark says, Flex 1, Perriman, Woods, or Monty. Give me Perriman in that. Give me Perriman and that freaking guaranteed workload he's probably looking at. Woods is safe. All right, guys. I am going to hit this. Whoops. You know what that means. Super Chat restarts the music. We are on our way out the door. Thank you for joining me this Thursday night. Told you I'd get some more lives in this week. Now that I've healed up a little bit. You could get Juju at a super discount, Aaron. And I like that thinking. Never grabbing Juju against his 2K. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for taking that stance. Mostert versus Singletary. Give me Mostert this week. But it's pretty close. Later, fellas, says Silver. Later. The Mixon discount, though. He's discounted in this mock draft, I guess, at 2.04. But that's about where I value him. I like him there. I don't like him higher. I like him as a second drafted player. Traded Kamara for 2020 1.4 and 1.6 Dynasty and have Zeke and Fournette, Mahomes, Hill, Cooper. I mean, I can understand that, but I do like Kamara there, too. Alex Cruz, the highest super chatter of the night. Alex is going to potentially get that seat if no one outbids him and he starts the music over. Thank you, Alex. Alex with the super chat high wants a seat in the 96-man league. Restart the music. And Alex, unless somebody outbids you, you are looking like you're going to the ball, Cinderella. Alex is heading to the ball, Cinderella. PL with a super chat. Thank you, super PL. DeAndre Washington. Computer, I said super chat. Shame on you. Oh, this could.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
Oh, getting greedy. DeAndre Washington, Mostert, Boone, pick one. If Boone is a go and the only running back, he's probably, I would say, safest. But I like Mostert a little bit more. But that's a tough one, man. But thank you for the super chat, PL, and thank you, Alex, for the super chat. Jake says, man, sniping seat. I should have done it the first night when Smitty was sick and it was on for 10 minutes. I could have been in for 6. Don't worry, I'm still giving away a lot of seats. And Jake, I have an Instagram contest going. You can view it on I'm gonna actually post it on my stories, but I have it in my, if you rewatch my live, the best submitted video of you promoting the handle at the Fantasy Football Show. So go into a restaurant and say, just walk into a Denny's and be like, I want the Fantasy Football Show sandwich and I want it now. And submit that and you're probably going to win a seat. I'm giving away a seat to the best submitted video. Alex Cruz, email me real quickly, please. And let me know when you've done that. Yeah, actually put your email in the chat. It'll be blocked. So Alex, put your email in the chat, please. Just your email. Do it quickly. Do it quickly, Alex. Alex, I'm waiting. DeAndre Washington or Singletary? I'm going to go with Jacobs out. Washington might be safer, but Singletary's going to have more upside. Got to pick your poison. I can walk into a Denny's and yell. Then, Jake, you might win that seat. Instagram me that video clip. Your best promotion of the Fantasy Football Show handle. Don't forget the. Thank you, Harrison. Harrison says, I missed you while you were sick, man. Great show. Thank you. I don't see the email. MT, did he post it? Let me check. Let me check. And if you spam or try and be crafty and funny by screwing with me while I'm trying to get that email, message is held for review. Okay, I got it, Alex. Let me add you into the league real quick. Yeah, sorry I was sick, guys. I'm back. I'm back, baby. Where's the showdown? Let me add Alex Cruz, who is the high super chatter. Franchise setups. Alex, you're going to the ball, young man. You're going to the ball. Congratulations. Alex Cruz. YouTube. Alex Cruz. We got a lot of seats left. Alex, you're there. You're in. All right, guys. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. We got like, I don't know. I've got like a bunch of seats to give away. At least like 50. Alex, your email has a 7 in it, right? All right, everybody. I appreciate all of you. Take it easy. Great mock draft. This is a nice looking mock draft. I need to screenshot this. Alex, get ready for the ball, bro. Get ready for the ball, Cinderella. All right, guys. Peace out. See you for the Saturday show with Dr. Raj. That's when I'll be back. Later. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for all the super chats, guys.